Hi everyone, I am Allie from A Glass After Work, and today we are going to travel around the world a little bit with Locations Wines. Locations Wines are the latest project by winemaker Dave Phinney. You may know of Dave Phinney as the winemaker from Orange Swift Wines. He, for example, is the winemaker behind The Prisoner, which a lot of folks know. It's a high-end, very delicious California red blend. And so he actually, in this latest project, has made wines that are much more affordable and more accessible. So wines that you're going to be able to find in your grocery store. I know I can find them in my Harris Teeter and in Total Wine. And all of the wines are suggested retail price of $20. I know I have seen them for as low as about $15. So Locations Wines really trying to capture the way the soil and the climate impact the taste of the grapes. It's called terroir. So the idea is to really capture that taste and be able to bottle it up so that we can go on a trip to the country or the region without actually having to jump on an airplane. So with that, why don't we take a look at our first wine, which is the E5. So the E5 is a Spanish wine. It's a blend of GARNACHA, TEMPRANILLO, MONASTRELL, and CARIGNAN. And the grapes come actually from a number of different places around the country, from RIOJA, from TORO, from PRIORAT, JUMILLA, and from RIBERA del DUERO. As you can see, the labels are a play on those bumper stickers that people put on their car to represent the place that they had visited. So we're going to take a taste of this Spanish wine. So you can see right here how the wine is a very deep, inky purple. So that indicates that it's going to be really young. As a wine ages, it's going to get a more ruby color and then kind of move into an orangey brown color. And the nose on this wine is very big. I can even smell it without putting my nose all the way in. There's a lot of black fruits. So we've got black plums, some black raspberries, a touch of black licorice happening in there, followed by a bunch of spices. Definitely getting some black pepper and some vanilla. So why don't we give it a taste? Cheers. Oh yeah, so definitely a lot of black fruits. Definitely a lot of black fruit. So still getting the black cherries, the black plums. The black pepper is definitely a bit stronger in the palate than it was on the nose. Definitely still some vanilla, and I'm also getting a little bit of something smoky. The thing about this wine is that there are some tannins, so I'm getting a little bit of gum pull, but not overwhelmingly so. If that's not something you like, you could always pair it with some food. I'd probably go something a little bit bigger, like a hamburger or a steak or something juicy like that, to kind of help tone down that gum pull. But it's I would say it's kind of medium to medium high. That's it. It's a good wine. It's an easy drinker. I think it would be a really good crowd pleaser, something that would be great if you're having a barbecue and folks are just gonna be outside and drinking wine all day. I think that this would be a really good option. And next up, we have the NZ7. And this is a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. It's 100% Sauvignon Blanc, and all of the grapes come from the Marble region. And the reason why, I forgot to mention it, but the reason why the wines have numbers is that instead of doing a traditional year type of vintage, so instead of saying that, for example, the wine is a 2014 Prisoner, the wines here have numbers. So the Spanish wine is the E5, this is the NC7, and that's how the locations wines track their vintages. Next up, we've got the French 5. So this is going to be the French wine. It's a blend from the Rhone area, from Roussilloon, and from Bordeaux. And the note sheet that they sent with this wine, because I received these wines as samples, the note sheet said that the French wine is a blend of SYRAH, GRENACHE, and the 5 Bordeaux varietals. And I will say it doesn't specifically say which ones, and there are 5 different varietals, and which means there could be as many as 7 different grapes in this red wine blend, but we don't have any idea what they are, and I don't love that. I have to be honest, but I've had previous vintages of this. I had the F4, and I really enjoyed the wine. It was much more of a lighter wine than the Spanish wine. It's more red. It was more red fruits. Going to be a little bit lighter in body with a little less tannins. So I'm looking forward to tasting the wine. One bit of criticism is I wish I knew what grapes were in there. And last up, we have the wine from Washington State. And this is actually the only one of the wines that they sent me that I have never tasted before. So I'm particularly excited about this one. As it's always fun to taste a new wine that I've never had. And the Washington wine is also a blend according to their fact sheet. It's a blend of Syrah, Merlot, and Petit Syrah. And as you probably know, if you've watched a little bit, I am a big Petit Syrah fan. So they just had to say that, and I know I'm going to be in. This is also going to probably be a bigger wine, similar to the Spanish wine, maybe even a little bigger than that, considering the grapes that are in there. Having both Syrah and Petit Syrah in there are going to make it a bigger, jammier wine. But I'm really looking forward to that, so that'll be good. And with that, I think we've kind of traveled around the world a little bit. So I'd love to know if you've had a chance to taste any of the locations wines. Definitely leave me a comment below and let me know. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel. And I'll put all of the details about each one of the wines and about locations wines in general down in the comments below. Thanks for joining me. Cheers.